This week we talk about the Euro 2020 final, the crazy life of John McAfee, and cringy tales from our past.
Welcome to the show this week. We have the usual heads back in with us. We have Gar.
Hey!
Yo! And we have Pud.
What's going on?
Oh, so Gar, you were missing last week. What was the story?
Caught up in the rat race of life.
Of life,
Yeah,
the bullshit
yeah,
rat race.
of life. Yeah.
So I believe we're nearly at the finals.
Life in the boss line, mate. Life in
And the
boss
boss line. So we're
We
nearly
are
at the
indeed.
finals, are we?
The Euro finals are finally upon us. They are this Sunday. Yeah, England are in the final. This makes us all very sad. They beat the Danes during the week.
I actually want England to win.
You are a fucking...
I do.
Turncoat McGurk over here.
Fucking soup-drinking son of a bitch.
I look, there's a lot of players that play for
And I'm the
United.
West, and I'm supposedly the West
I support United. There's lots of players that play for United,
but
and they're doing well.
When it's
So
the
I
same
want them-
players in
I
their
want
actual
them to-
national team, you're not allowed to like them. Yeah, that's the
I
deal.
want them to do well.
Okay.
Sort of, but also when I see them lose, I'm like, so I'm conflicted.
I would much
I'm
rather.
a hypocrite, I think the word is what
I would much rather see Italy win. I'm gonna leave that there. I think Italy will win. To be honest, I think they.
How have they been so far? Because
They
from a
haven't-
clueless point
they-
of view,
they-
walk
they-
me through
They
it.
haven't lost a game in 34 matches now. I think, which is stretching back
But
about
they
2
have,
years.
but as the tournament goes on, because they're an old team. They have looked very leggy. They look really poor. They were really poor
Right,
against
still
Spain.
sporting mullets, the Baggios,
The
the
Italian team is not an aging team. There's
They're-
two out lads at centre back. That's about it.
and what's
The
L
rest,
lads?
the rest are quite
26.
they're in their mid-twenties.
No, they're mid-30s, both of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
they are.
really?
They
Okay.
are
Yeah,
old,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they are.
I thought
they
that's
are
like take
class
you out to the
above.
pasture and
Well,
shoot
I
you
hear
at that age.
the centre back,
Not when you've got the Italian medics on your side.
the centre back,
Olive oil just cures everything.
Yeah.
the centre
A bit of
back.
basil and olive oil.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that, you'll be
yeah.
grand, don't worry
Oh,
about it.
bueno,
Yeah,
mucho bueno. Salvatore.
The centre back for Italy, Chiellini. He played against Italy in the first ever game in the new.
He played for Italy.
For Italy against England in the first ever game in the new Wembley Stadium 14 years ago. He's the only player from the
in
both
either
team-
squad. Yeah.
in either squad to be still playing football,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and he's a beast.
He is a
So
beast.
what are we thinking for this Sunday?
And
What
I-
are we looking
and
at?
I would comfortably say he would, without hesitation, get into the England team ahead of any of their.
Oh
starting.
Jesus, yeah.
So like I know the dude's old,
Easily.
but he is like elite level. as a
yeah,
defender.
true. But he does. He works best though with his partner beside him. They work best as a two.
They
You
do.
know what I mean? Like
well,
together.
they've both
no,
played.
no,
straight
not
back
both
as well.
brilliant, but
Anyway,
they work their best together.
We're
Well,
getting
what are we
sidetracked.
thinking? Like,
Basically,
so
I know-
are we looking at a wank fest on Sunday where Italy just smashed them?
No.
or
No, it will be. It will be a tight
is it an
game.
even Stevens?
I
like-
think there'll be goals.
Yeah.
For both teams. I
I think England will win.
I really. Oh god.
I think England have
You'll never hear the end of it.
they've
if they win it.
the better team. They have the fitter team. I think England.
And have they been
will
doing
beat them.
better so far?
Oh god. Can you imagine? Like, so
What would you say? Like, what would you say throughout the whole
I think
tournament?
England's performances later on in the tournament have been better than Italy's.
The only, the other thing that's happening this weekend in our neck of the woods, or well, some of our neck of the woods for our international listeners, it's the July weekend in the north of Ireland where they burn all the bonfires.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's the end of that.
Oh, right,
If
that's
England
this
win the
weekend.
Euros at the end of it,
Oh,
there's going to
Killings.
be fucking
Literally,
war.
literally
Killings.
killings.
Literally killings.
Yeah.
I actually saw a funny meme about that recently. It was supposed to be, a Catholic hanging from one of those, giant bonfires, like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
effigy
yeah.
kind of thing. It was supposed to be a Catholic in a Celtic jersey kind of thing. And people were like, you stick any other nationality
Oh, yeah.
up there and
Oh,
it's fucking
hate crime.
world.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a hate crime.
Yeah,
world
yeah,
news, but it's
yeah.
just there. That's the culture.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just,
yeah,
what
yeah.
the fuck? Like,
Can't lynch anybody but Catholics.
yeah.
yeah.
It's
Well,
mad.
they'd won. Mate, was showing me a picture of one. This like what looked like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It was.
Yeah, I've seen that.
In
absolute
fairness,
monster.
they are so
Half-
impressive.
Halfway, I mean, the construction elements.
Solid.
I mean,
Solid.
Wow,
Solid,
Yeah,
like, yeah.
absolutely. The sound cold, but halfway up there was just one pallet with written on it, "Fuck Crumlin."
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, all right, fair.
Genius. And that went up the north. That was one of the north joint
Yeah,
ones.
up the north. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
they've
So,
got
like, I have to say, like, my God, they were impressive. Like, they are. I'm in awe. I saw one of them recently that collapsed and all the
I'd love to-
PSNI or whatever were up there like holding the crowd back. The thing fucking collapsed, and the whole core of it was just tires.
Yeah.
Just used tires. So
Yeah.
that would have been just
Billowing
blazing
black
black
smoke.
smoke.
Yeah, blazing for
and
days as
the
well.
thing was the fucking, like, I don't know how tall, like 20 stories tall.
they're nuts. Crazy up there. They're fucking crazy folk.
It's bananas.
It's wild.
It's
Wild.
fucking wild. Like, and as you say, if England do the deed
I would,
on Sunday,
I would actually like to see one in person, but I don't think I'd be welcome somehow.
no, I would love to as well. Like,
Yeah.
who doesn't love a bonfire? Like,
Southerner, is it?
oh,
You probably
fucking
speak
free stater,
Irish and
free
everything.
stater. Like,
Yeah, dirty fiend.
yeah. Like either way, you can be fucked up there. You know what I mean? You're a free
yeah.
stater on our side,
Ah.
and then you're just a fucking cunt on the other side.
Best off stay away. I mean, go up, use Tesco and Sainsbury's and all that, but fuck off back to our side. Like,
Yeah. Just park right at the back of the car park with your Dublin reg and fucking get
Fill your
there.
boot with booze.
Exactly,
and fuck off back
exactly,
home.
and
Yeah.
fuck off back home.
Yeah, the sooner they could do a click and collect up there, it'd be
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I do like I do my annual run up the north every Christmas to stock up on a fucking stupid amount of gargle. And last Christmas I went up and I shittest fucking options ever. Like I just went up and I tried to find the biggest Sainsbury's, the biggest Asda's, all these things up there
Yeah.
because they're usually the cheap things. And I had, like every other year that's where I go. And I had to go all the way to the arsehole of Armagh to find like either which one, an Asda or one of them. And this thing was huge, like IKEA huge.
Yeah.
Went in, I was like, oh, licking me lips. This is going to be the fucking drink section, shitty single aisle that was, since it was Christmas, full of people that were just nothing left on the
Oh,
shelf.
no.
Yeah.
Nothing. And even if it wasn't, there was fuck all there. I was like, I drove hours for fucking nothing. Nothing. And the second I left, it was a multiple car crash. Yeah, right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did that in Pittsburgh, where I went into a massive
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, in America. I went
Right,
into
right.
a massive what you call that shop, the big shop in America?
Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll have a look. I was in there for about 6 hours.
Yeah.
Just the prices.
I know.
couldn't
Oh, unbeatable.
You could get a 60-inch TV for like $59.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
What I found mad over there, we were trying to find a Walmart since we were like living on, like we weren't working, we were living
yeah.
on peanuts. Like,
Oh.
and we pulled up, we were renting some kind of those GMC wagons, like big,
Yeah.
a nice yoke. We pull up beside someone, we're like, sorry man, do you know where the Walmart is around here? And this was before Google Maps, this is years ago. And the guy just looks, he goes, I don't fucking shop at Walmart. There's some guy walking down the road. It was just like, the snottiness. You're like, I didn't fucking ask if you fucking shop there, did I, pal? Fucking son of a bitch. I was like, why don't you shop there? Like, you're saving money. But when I went there, exactly the same. It was fucking like, literally the bullets were next to the socks.
Yeah.
It was, I
mental.
want to live here.
I know,
I
it's
love
mental.
it.
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
just go to
God.
gun range after gun range and probably get shot
I
eventually.
spent about $50 and nearly filled the suitcase full of clothes. Like, it was ridiculous.
I still to this day hasn't left a package. I bought, and it was back when I was really into basketball, bought a chain net. And they even sold that there.
They were the most
but they even
gangster of
sold
all.
it, like, you know what I mean? That's something that is so random. I was
really
like,
hear the swoosh.
$7. Like, yeah, shink.
I was trying to convince my man to get one for years in my gaff.
I'm
Was
putting
like,
that up.
just in our quiet suburban home. Yeah, I need a real ghetto chain fucking basketball net. You know, that's how I
They
am.
have
gonna-
it in above the rim, man.
Yeah. I need to prove that
X
white
gonna
men
dunk on you.
can jump. Yeah.
Woody Harrelson has one.
It turns out I cannot jump.
That film was true. That film very much was true.
Yeah,
I fucking loved Walmart.
Wesley Snipes fucking called it.
Yeah. And he, like, it's a truck match.
Another man who doesn't like paying taxes.
No. My hero. I know.
Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate up here.
Speaking of people that don't pay taxes,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we have
yeah.
a story that we've somehow missed the last 2 weeks.
This fucker has slipped through the cracks.
Slipped through the cracks, and we're finally getting to it this week.
Yeah.
McAfee.
Yeah,
He has been. Has he pulled an Epstein in prison? What
yeah,
exactly
this is
happened?
well, yeah, you say no, I say yes. I don't know.
Hmm.
He was, you all know him, everyone who has ever had a computer knows McAfee AntiVirus,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is the prick who fucking came up with it back before we even knew what viruses were.
Hmm.
And he made a fucking killing by selling it. And he was worth fucking billions, or millions anyway. And
Nobody really knows.
yeah,
That's
nobody
really
knows.
what you-
Nobody
That's
even
the
knows when
mystery behind
nobody
it.
even knows when he married his first wife.
Yeah.
That
it's
was like
it's just-
one of those, like, you know, normally you see on things like spouse one, this date to this date.
Yeah.
spouse 1, whose name I can't remember, it's
unknown
question mark 2 such and such. It's like, surely there's a record. Like, that's not that hard to find.
I'm assuming it was like, this is Hoju, you know, from some fucking
No,
tiny village,
no,
a
this
pygmy
was-
village.
This was like before.
Was this America? Oh,
This
this
first
was.
one was
this is
before.
regular.
Oh, this is America. These are regular people.
Regular Cindy from high
well,
school job.
well,
like,
because he didn't become like super rich until he was
tycoon.
like in his
20s
like
or
late
30s.
20s.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he was working like as a normal drone in Silicon Valley, and then he was like, "Oh,
Fuck this,
computers
like-
get
There was the
viruses."
first- yeah, there
So
was
is that
virus-
what he was? He was just a programmer, just
Yeah.
a normal
Yeah.
guy.
And then in a couple of hours, he said it took him like 2.5 hours to write the program for
There was a
McAfee.
particular virus that it was the first one that was targeted towards
Mainstream or something.
Yeah, targeted towards just basic like regular Joe laptops.
Yeah.
And,
And said, well, I herere's the fucking solution here.
yeah,
like,
exactly. He made the solution for
And
that.
then we're all stung with it for years.
And then gave it on, and then was like,
Update,
right, well,
update.
they're gonna have more of these. So
Yeah.
how about we
So
just
keep it going, like,
keep
you know.
pumping these out? Yeah, and he made a fucking mint.
Nice, though. Brilliant, though. Saw a gap in the market
here.
and snatched it.
Hands down.
Honestly,
fucking not
the
a,
more I researched into him, the more I looked into him, the more I read about him. I can't
Can't
but
fault
like
him.
this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
thought-
he's
I
a bit
have no issue-
weird.
Welcome on the podcast this week, a special guest. He'd be fucking
Back
perfect.
from the dead. They said he killed himself. We say otherwise. Coming right up.
The thing
Weekend
is,
at Bernie's, like,
But the
bring him
thing
in
is-
with the hat and the shades.
The thing is, he probably would have done it.
Yeah.
Like he was on, he had his own podcast. He was like making videos of himself doing a lot of coke.
He was a bit of a conspiracy theorist. No,
He was a fucking nuts.
You got to be a bit of a nut to pull that off, but like a good nut, I'm hoping.
But he was, like
he ran for president.
Did he run for
He ran
president?
for president.
For
in
So
America.
walk me through, like, as a,
Libertarian.
give me the story, because I like
Well,
other
I'll
than
start-
the McAfee and then the Belize incident. there's a big
Yeah.
question mark.
Well,
I'm
I'll
confused.
start with a quick story before from his early years. Before he was even programming, right? He worked on a train station doing times for trains, and he used to do a load of
Like programming the times or something.
I don't
No,
know what
or
he did,
Whatever.
but this was before fucking computers or whatever. So
Right,
he was working in a train station, and he used to go in before the shift, do a load of fucking hallucinogens, do a load of acid.
Jesus.
Not great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
not
in
great.
to
When you're
work.
trying to concentrate on
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
thing.
Exact
the one.
numbers,
Yeah.
exact
And then
digits, like,
one day he did a full bag of what's that mad hallucinant? Is it
DMT.
DMT. I think it was DMT or one
you
of
have
them.
to smoke that.
Oh no, it was something you snort anyways, and it was he did a bag of
Maybe
it.
you can. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm not. I haven't done DMT, but I do know. I know. We'll have to ask Joe Rogan.
I hear
But
it's
anyways,
the tits, though. I
he
hear it's
did-
in rats' brains
Yeah,
just
you're meant
floating
to have a
around.
little
Yeah,
tiny
right.
bit.
Well, I mean, loads of it in rats' brains.
Were they just constantly about to die?
I think it's just-
that's
it's
what
just-
it is.
yeah,
isn't it?
it's just
That's
they're after
That's the
key
chemical your
bags.
brain releases before you die.
Yeah,
Oh.
apparently, but
Dump
anyway.
a shitload of that. Yeah.
Oh, why would you want to do that?
Because that's like, you're about to die.
Yeah.
Body's gone, well, here's all the happy shit.
Like, think. What's a natural drug that like is the business? Adrenaline.
Yeah.
Fucking is the absolute business.
Adrenaline
you
kicks
know?
the tits off most things.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
But
Natural.
anyways, he did that fucking bag of whatever fucking substance and lost his marbles in work.
in
right?
work.
And then
But early days-
someone he got fired anyway. Someone found him down the road, hiding behind a dumpster, like on freaking out.
Twitchy.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
Twitch.
Fuck.
And that's where it starts, basically. And he just continued.
Legend.
To,
So already I'm loving it.
yeah, but
Loving
no,
it.
he got this. He did the company bit, then started McAfee, turned into a fucking global powerhouse. He's at the top of it, still off his fucking
Oh,
chomp.
of course.
Coming into work, he had this fucking it was basically like that movie with your man. What the fuck?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wall
kinda,
Street.
yeah.
That's what his officers were like. They had like they were
Throwing
I seen
throwing
it-
stripper midgets at dartboards.
Yeah, I seen an interview with like a couple of the staff, and they had like a poll to see who could have the most sex that night in the offices, and then they had like special cleaners to come in and clean all the desks off before they
The jizz and fucking
And it was
get the
just
paint
chaos.
scraper
Yeah.
out. Like,
And then he at the peak of it, he just was like, I'm out, and he left and took whatever 100 to 200 million with him.
yeah.
And then went to Belize, and then the wild shit happened.
That's the thing. It's like, at what point?
So that wasn't the wild shit. Like, it's in what?
No, that was just the
that was- yeah,
80s.
Like, you
That was
look at,
just the
But that
80s.
like,
was-
take a look
was-
at your life now.
that was
Any
just-
one of our lives, even like versus something like that, you're like, what the fuck have I been doing all my life? You know what I mean? When you look at Wolf of Wall Street, kind of,
yeah, but we haven't struck gold in the way they have. Like, do you know what I mean? It's that kind
different
of.
era.
we've struck fucking coal again and again. And
Oh, yeah, I've
again.
struck a pickaxe.
Bedrock.
I'm sick, exactly.
Bedrock.
Pickaxe against the rock face.
You're
Oh,
literally
right.
breaking rocks today.
Not
On
breaking.
a chain
Building.
gang.
Yeah.
Placing,
Yeah,
gentle placing.
They took the cuffs off this time. They were real gentle.
Yeah.
So-
Wiping the sweat off there, Lou. Taking the shirt off there, boss.
he ended up going to Belize, right? And he met this a botanist or whatever she was. She was no, she wasn't a botanist. She was a scientist, and she was. They got talking or whatever.
So this
Excuse me,
is
and she
when he's
wanted-
coming there with umpteen money, like.
Oh yeah, he's living there like a wild man.
Yeah.
Hookers galore. Mad for the hookers.
Yeah.
They all. I watched this thing the other night about them, and they had like.
We will post a link to the doc.
They had this. They had. Like
Where is the
6
doc about it? Like, is it?
It's on YouTube.
It's on
Oh,
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, okay.
Free to view, so
Yeah.
you don't have to pay for
There's
it.
there's a. They had like 6 or 7 different interviews with different Belizean.
Mhm.
Belizean?
Belizean.
Yeah,
Prostitutes.
Sounds right.
And every one of them were like, yeah, he liked to get me to sit in the hammock and cut the bottom. He had like a hole in the bottom of it, and he just wanted me to shit in his mouth. I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, this is like this
Wow.
guy is this show
Yeah.
in a guy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just everything we bring up in this show.
Humanized.
Yeah,
There's
just
a human
packed
version
into one
of a
lunatic.
concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the listener who said we were making too many poop references 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Woo! With the balloons.
Keep that
Jesus,
shit rolling.
Like, yeah, once again, I'd say that kind of thing. We've brought this up before, but once you have a stinking amount of money, it looks like you just go in those crazy directions.
Yeah.
You know, you're out of, I only want to do, ridiculously good looking women when
Yeah.
you're, a multi-millionaire. But, after a while, you're like, well, I've done that.
But he was
Like, what
doing
else
it-
we
he
got?
was-
Oh,
different.
I have, I'm licking the ass, and then, I'm going a bit deep.
Hey, well,
Yeah, you know what?
why
I
don't you
wonder
eat-
what that tastes like.
tasty
you know?
nut. Gross. No.
I know. Oh,
But
no,
he was
I know.
doing what he was doing.
I
though-
don't see it happening to me, but then again, I've never been 100 million in the bank,
exactly.
and bored of porn stars.
Yeah.
He
You
was
know?
taking this drug. He was taking this. It's like a bath salty kind of drug
Ooh.
thing.
Oh,
that was
God.
like high.
Crazy
it
juice,
made you like super fucking horny.
Horny, yeah.
And he was saying like when you take it, you have to stay indoors because if you go out, you'll just start fucking like grabbing at women and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And so then he ends up eating shit out of some fucking prostitute's ass.
Jesus.
I'm not taking- I ain't-
prostitute ass as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Oh,
But they weren't
God.
real prostitutes. They were like they were just local women that he
Yeah,
turned
because
into
to be honest, like
prostitutes.
I've been to Belize and I didn't like. I'm not. Of course, they're there, but it's not like a normal country where you just see them rampant.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they really weren't. I'm sure they were there. Like as in, of course
But
they
the
were
two,
there.
two of them were in the interview. They were like, "Have you ever done anything like this, like prostitute?" And she was like, "No, he just offered me a shitload of money."
Yeah, yeah. So,
So I was like,
yeah.
"I'll suck this white guy's dick
Of course,
for fucking like
Yeah.
3 years
Life-
away."
I'm just a regular
life-changing
girl.
money,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can build a house and a family with that
Yeah.
kind of cash.
So then he
I
met
could
the,
buy this and sell this country. Like.
So then he met the scientist, and she was talking about she was testing this. Like she wanted to basically make a new antibiotic out of plants.
Okay,
And he was like, I like the sound of it.
Mm.
So he financed her research.
right. And she's
Built-
living in Belize at the time, or
Well, she's doing research over there. So then he builds her a big lab, and the two of them go in on this, right? And then
And at what point does she shit in his mouth?
no, they're later.
Of course, of course.
Then it basically what happens is something happens with some people. He gets kind of he starts this weird police force thing in
Right.
Belize.
Dodgy fucking
With all the
dealings.
locals, and then he ends up like pissing one of the like
The
local
head.
gangsters,
Right,
Yeah.
right,
gangsters off, and then they end up forming in some sort of alliance, him and your man, and
right.
he ends up going into the jungle with this guy and a gang for like a while, and then coming out of the jungle with like a harem of like jungle chicks.
Yeah, of course, of course.
course.
And like the cheetah outfits, that's what I imagined. Like,
And something like
you don't want like National Geographic tits with the fucking the
no,
flapjacks.
they're just all hood rats. They're all
This
like
is
Yeah,
how
yeah.
this is how I protect you from viruses by getting them all myself.
Yeah. Like I want the fake, the like Colombian TV sitcom porn where they're wearing the ooh la la, wearing the leopard skin
Yeah.
shit, but they're fucking gorgeous.
Your telenovela style.
So he comes out of there. He has the chicks, like a couple of fucking gangster armed guys with him, and like 7 stray dogs that follow him around. Comes back to his compound or his his house, and
I'd say compound is more accurate to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah, true. And then his neighbor his white neighbor guy, American guy.
Yeah, complained.
Also in the picture in this documentary with some random like local chick.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like so,
yeah,
it's where
yeah.
it's like where 60-year-old men go to.
Of course.
It's closer
That is
than Thailand.
most-
Well, in fairness, it's
Closer
actually
to America.
It's there are a few.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a closer. Sorry, it's closer to
but
America than
that's South
Thailand. So they
America
go
in
there.
general,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's
yeah.
Central America. It's right below Mexico. It's
But
Oh,
anyway,
well, sorry,
he
that is
goes.
Central America, but it's South America as well. You see that all over the place.
no, but like in Belize, like we met a few like definite keys in the bowl Americans, like because it's so close to them, like they can drive there for fuck's. Well,
True.
well,
Well,
I met them on an island anyway.
If you want to die,
But like it was like Belize is fucking love. Well,
No,
the
the
mainland
drive.
ain't so great. Like
the drive.
Oh,
Getting in and out. Like,
yeah, true Mexico. Like
Straight
yeah.
from people to Mexico.
Sorry, directions. Do you
You
know
know
where
where
the? Do you know where
Walmart
the? Yeah,
that's
do you know where the rich white island is? Do you know where that is?
That's a real nice car you got there, Gringo.
It would just be like, are you loco in the cabeza?
Those low profile tires, huh? Very nice. I like.
I think it would just be. It wouldn't say that, and they'd just kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking just
Just
shoot you
you.
dead. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
Don't get
Even
blood.
if you had nothing, you're standing there in flip flops and a fucking smelling
Pablo.
a barse. Like yeah.
Don't get blood on the leather, man. You know how that shit is hard
Yeah,
to get
can we
out.
sell the skin, man? Can we sell the skin, man?
So basically, your man, the neighbor, starts complaining to him about his dogs barking all the time every time he walks by.
That's what he complained about.
Yeah,
As opposed to the the
Yeah.
militia
Yeah,
in
yeah,
his
exactly.
house.
Why would you complain with someone who has a militia? But anyways, he ends up. Someone poisons all of his dogs. Right.
Ooh, okay.
So this is the official story, right? Whatever actually happened, fuck knows. But the official story is someone poisoned his dogs.
Right. So obviously he blames your man.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
the
say
neighbor.
he did. Right.
Right.
Someone poisoned his dogs.
Allegedly.
No,
Allegedly.
yes, allegedly someone did poison all the dogs. Right. 24 hours later, neighbor is killed. Right.
Yeah.
Execution style bullet to the fucking back of the
I
dome.
wonder who
Yeah,
was responsible.
exactly. Who knows? So anyway, somehow the police put 2 and 2 together and was like, I reckon it was this fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So
this
then
crazy bastard right here.
Yeah,
the,
so
the
then-
guy with the militia, you mean?
Yeah,
I think it might
and
be him.
even if it's not,
The guy with the shit sticking out of his mouth.
and even,
that guy?
Even if it's not, we'll keep asking until we get a hefty fucking wedge to go away.
There were the crime, like whatever head of like organized crimes in Belize, the cops that were like onto him, they just like he's just crazy and this guy needs to go
Oh, of
because he's
course.
load of money and he's funding some mad shit.
Oh, I
'Cause
can
he
only
just-
imagine.
yeah.
I can only imagine. Like, as in, we got our own problems here.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
don't be,
Yeah,
we don't need
exactly.
to import problems.
So then whatever they charge him with murder, or they try to charge him with murder, and he legs it, right? Ends up going to, fleeing with his girlfriend at the time to Guatemala.
Okay.
And then he's picked up by Guatemala because there was an interview with Vice, right?
Okay.
So Interpol,
In Guatemala.
Interpol
right.
arrest him in Guatemala.
Okay.
And somehow, then he faked a heart attack to stop him being deported back.
Nice.
Enough time for his lawyer to come in and get him deported
Back to Belize. Like,
back to America.
okay.
So he's back to America. All of that goes away. As soon as he's back in America,
Oh, because they're trying to charge him in Belize.
America could give
aren't
a
gonna
fuck about
extradite
your
him.
laws.
Yeah.
Grand,
So,
grand.
so he's scot fucking free in that.
Or so we thought.
Well, he's scot free in that one, right?
Yeah.
But then America are like, yeah, but we've got quite a lot of fucking tax shit we'd like to bring up with
Yeah,
you,
'cause
right?
that's
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry,
Um,
you carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's doing that whole like
Yeah, yeah.
avoiding that.
Yeah, yeah.
But in the same process,
You're a multi-billionaire, right?
yeah.
Like, yeah.
But he's blatant with it because he's doing a lot of cryptocurrency stuff,
Right,
and he's
right.
saying to
That's
them like,
exactly it. I've been hearing from when he was from the Spanish courts. Spanish
"Oh,
courts.
that's later. That's quite like."
But hang on. Released last week that he allegedly owes the U.S. government more than 4.2 million in taxes.
Yeah.
Separately, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission claimed McAfee promoted investments in initial coin offerings without
Pump and dump.
without disclosing he was paid more than $23 million to do so. The U.S. Department of Justice has a similar case against him.
Lovely.
True.
So,
He did do all of this, but right, he wasn't.
I mean, on the scale of things, I mean, look, people should pay tax, right? I get that, but
I know where you're going with
on
this.
the scale of bad shit people do, not paying your taxes. That is not. I mean,
It's
you-
to be honest,
you
it's
go to-
thievery
you-
at the
you-
highest anyway.
Yeah, but-
It's
But
protection money.
it wasn't the
It's
tax.
what it is.
The tax wasn't the big issue.
But
It
that's
was,
why he
It was the
being-
murder
No, the big issue was
and the shit cigar he was
the
smoking.
cryptocurrency pump and dump
Yeah,
scheme thing.
yeah.
So that was
Oh,
what.
that's
that was,
highly illegal. Yeah.
So what is he?
But-
So what for? Like, what exactly is the pump and dump? I'm assuming you pump a shitload of money, or sorry,
No,
you
promote.
you promote to
promote.
fuck, get
Yeah.
the price up,
Yeah,
and,
but,
and drop
but
out.
But it
Yeah.
was Elon Musk, for one, has done way more of that
Oh yeah.
publicly than
Yeah.
he ever did. But they just didn't
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Elon, you know,
Elon's getting
he's
people to
paying
space.
taxes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's-
You're
yeah.
not paying taxes.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
they pinned
Yeah.
it to a
Plus,
wall.
there's allegations left, right, and centre. Like
You're a madman.
Yeah,
yeah.
Elon's not running for president anytime soon.
yeah, yeah.
He's his
Give
own
him
madman.
time, give him
yeah.
time.
But
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah, to be honest, you're
he's
dead
a
right.
podcast in himself.
Yeah, yeah.
He's, he's got.
That's the way the world's going these days, though. It's
But
good.
that's-
Like, I'm
that's-
surprised Brad Pitt hasn't been president.
You've already had a black man American. Now are you ready for the white South African?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's basically his story in a nutshell. When he's crazy podcast and he's mad for drugs and he's like straight out.
So
won't
what's
pay
the,
taxes.
what's the demise then? Hey, like, so we
He
obviously
ends
was
up in a
caught.
Spanish prison
Yeah, in Spain, like as in
in Spain.
obviously.
Yeah.
75 years of age.
75. Fuck
Yeah.
off, really?
Yeah.
Made it to 75.
So when did he start this
Sorry, yeah,
escapade?
we left out that
like
he
in
did.
his
He did at
early
one stage
30s.
run for president in America.
Oh yeah.
He had a little presidential campaign. Now it didn't go well, obviously, but he was able to fund it because he had a fuck ton of money.
Was it like Tiger King kind of? Or
Essentially,
that,
yeah,
that kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Libertarian.
Libertarian,
Yeah,
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 It's
yeah.
like never gonna win. You have nothing. You know, what I mean,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
get
Well,
crushed.
he ran for the candidacy
Yeah.
for the Libertarians. He didn't even
Right.
get that far.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he lost that race to some other random fucking
Oh,
lunatic
God,
as
yeah.
well.
Oh God!
I can
when
imagine.
you're not when you're not even the most coherent
Yeah.
nut job, it's
They were
a-
like,
Yeah,
they,
at the table.
They
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want,
yeah.
They don't want licenses.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have a
As he's
driver's
smoking
license.
his shit cigar, like, what you mean you're not hiring me? Like, is it? But this guy has 2 shit cigars.
So yeah, he ends up in prison in Spain.
shit pipe.
And he,
Oh,
yeah,
Spain,
yeah, it's a shit hookah. Hookah, this motherfucker.
Spain are going to extradite him,
Right.
which is in the pipeline.
So how long was he
It
in
was.
Spain
Yeah.
before his demise? Like?
He was in
I think he was there for
Like
a year,
a
just
few
couple of
years,
a
like,
year
yeah,
or
yeah,
is it
yeah.
a year?
Yeah, but
But-
they obviously knew where he was. The Spanish authorities.
So how could like he was supposed to be extradited? Is what you're saying? Back
Yeah,
in the
He was.
States?
He was about to be.
The
Right.
Americans put through the paperwork and were like,
Right.
oh yeah, that McAfee, you got him. That you know where you sound. Yeah, right. We'll fax that over now, and they did. And then obviously
He was going to spend the rest of his life in prison, and then he ends up killing himself. This is the official.
Yeah.
He thinks not, but it's plain as day he did.
Judging by what his ex-wife
His
was saying.
ex-wife. Do you know how he met
No,
her?
sorry, his current wife.
Yeah.
His
Do you
second,
know
his
how
second wife.
he met the current one, the black girl?
So what? What's
He,
the matter?
he got off the boat when he got this fake heart attack thing
Mm-hmm.
and then got x-ray. He literally got off the fucking plane in Miami, walked down the whatever to the street.
You'll
The first
do.
chick he met was this prostitute who was like, "Do you want me to suck your dick?" He
Mm.
looked like he could do his dick sucking. Wife now. That's the
That's-
wife now.
Man, that's
You know what I mean?
that's wife material right there.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? I get off a
That's
boat
fucking
after a
Romeo
long
and
day.
Juliet in my book. Like fucking hell.
But yeah,
Jesus Christ, that's what you want. Like
She
that's
even
what you
carried
want.
the bags up the hill to the fucking hotel.
Yeah.
Why would you want? Why did
Like
who
you
wants
on
him
her
dead?
shoulders.
Who wants him dead? Who would want to fake his death for what?
Like God only knows.
Exactly. It's just
It could be like
sense.
the,
It's not like
maybe
a-
the next door neighbor was I don't know some bogue and they were like right we're gonna get him
like
back.
the Epstein thing is quite like there's a big
Oh, well,
trail of people.
Maybe
who
there was a
wouldn't
bit of a
want that
trail.
one.
Maybe there was a hint of a trail where maybe there was an orgy island in there.
You'd be there.
Allegedly.
I
Like, you
think
know.
I'm certain it's just the Clintons just cleaning up after themselves.
Yeah,
to be honest.
probably.
It's
Oh,
like,
I'd say they've got their filthy hands in all sorts of
Oh,
pies.
yeah. I don't know.
My computer got a virus in 1997. You're responsible. I paid my fees. I'm coming for you.
Well,
John.
I think he was fucking.
I think he was just alleged. He was just alleged.
He was 74, and he's like, I'm not fucking. I'm not.
Done.
He was
Yeah,
on-
probably.
He's going to spend the
I-
rest
I've
of his
had
life
my
in
life
American
here.
federal prison.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
dirt.
Yeah. And
Like,
then, like,
fuck
to be
this
honest,
shit.
like the life he'd lived at that point, you're like, well, you know, I've done enough. And to be honest, all the drugs I imagine by then must catch up with you.
Oh yeah.
And just be like, you know what? Kind of on my way out anyway. So how did he? Like, did he hang himself? I'm
I'm
assuming
not
there's
sure,
no other
actually.
way. Is there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
He
assume
hardly
so.
punched himself to death. Like, you know,
what are the other options?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
you don't really have many options,
Nope.
do you?
Cells are generally pretty suicide-proof. In that
Cut,
region.
So you're not like bang your head off the corner, like.
Hangy or cutty. That's about it, really.
Yeah, you don't really have many, or hang by the veins, and you're like, you got nothing. You got nothing. Like, yeah, Jesus
fucking
Christ.
South Park.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Oh, what, like unless it's like head off the wall, Rain Man style, like is it until it fucking ended, like 7, 5. Jesus, fucking hell,
100,
that'd be a rough wait.
146 matchsticks.
Gotta leave the table. Definitely gotta leave the table.
146 matchsticks.
Oh, stop.
No.
Yeah, well, look, it is what it is. With that, from in my mind, he was a fucking ledge.
Yeah.
Bit of a ledge. Crazy man. Ordered some
Crazy
fucking like murder on his mind. He was a
look,
madman.
if the last 4 years in America has taught us anything, a crazy man can fucking be president. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You just have
That
to
is nuts.
That other man had more filth on him than fucking
exactly.
him.
McAfee was a
100%.
fucking saint compared to that other fucking.
It's true.
Totally.
It's true.
100%.
Very, very true.
Yeah, look, I don't know about you, but
Well,
I feel we lost a good one, and shout out to McAfee.
But speaking of those kind of things, like it really brings up some.
I think McAfee should be the inaugural podcast patron. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Friend
He's
of the
okay.
pod.
We're making it official.
Yeah.
Friend
He's
of
a
the pod.
fucking murderer, though. Let's not forget.
Look, man.
Allegedly.
Hang on a second. Hang on a
Oh no,
second.
sorry, and I left out that the fact. Well, that scientist woman, she claims like he brutally raped her and everything.
Oh.
When he was like, she's like,
But friend of the. You have to say it now. Like we were okay there.
He was like, she's a lunatic, and she's like, he's a lunatic. It's her word, his word. There's no one else.
He said, she said.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has
yeah.
more money. And that is
Well, he just ignored it. He was like, no, she's a crazy bitch. There's like nothing.
Yeah.
But she was like, no, this is how he drugged me, raped me. But
Jesus.
Why would you like that? Well, I was
Well,
going to say, why would you?
I was going to say, let's focus on the happy things as we segue out of that one onto really cringy moments from your past, not the dirty.
past or childhood?
Well, childhood, past, like
That
you know.
is-
is
your
it-
childhood- your
I want
childhood
like
is-
basically
your
what we're
childhood
looking.
is not in your future, Gareth.
Yeah. Well, basically what we're looking for is I want the cringiest stories. I mean, real like everyone needs to, I want to fold up in a ball here and that
Yeah, I'm a few
bullshit.
of them.
What you thought was going to work when you were like 14 with a girl.
Well, I wasn't 14. I was a lot younger.
I was 27. It was last week.
I think I don't know how old I was. I must have been about 9, let's say. And I
This is
liked
going to be good.
I-
This is going to be a good one.
I liked the girl next door.
All right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Classic, a love story, a timeless love story.
Yeah, timeless.
So
Timeless.
my sister, obviously, it's the start of most of these cringe stories that I have. Starts with my sister, convinced me that it would be a good idea to post Bridge Over Troubled Water in like on tape through her letterbox with it like a note.
Yeah.
I can't for the life of me remember what it said on the note. That was I don't think she ever thought. I don't.
So, yeah,
it
but
didn't
you were
work.
standing outside all hopeful. Like, all just
Yeah,
like,
I know, I
oh,
think
this
she
is
was
this.
I'd say she still hasn't seen it.
Oh, yeah. Like, how couldn't
Yeah.
it work? You know, that's exactly what you were thinking. How couldn't this work?
Foolproof.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking foolproof. I want you gave something like, I remember a friend of mine when we were kids, you get this, right? Back when printers were new, so you could print messages, you know, instead of writing a shitty love note and giving it to someone. Friend of mine printed out something and was like, fonts were new, right? So he goes, check out this. And he showed me it was something like really like, I love you, this and that, whatever. That was the general gist. Like,
was new.
the font was like blood dripping.
Oh,
It's like,
Jesus.
mixed signals here,
Oh,
pal.
wow.
Yeah, because it was just like, isn't that a cool font? I was like, yeah, but
Yeah,
you know,
Halloween.
yeah. Unless it says the word happy followed by fucking Halloween, you
Yeah,
got it
yeah,
all wrong
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Jesus. And there's a pumpkin fucking buried in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Gave it to her and it was a,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
It was a,
Oh.
no.
No.
I do remember like loads of times trying to write various different things or trying to type things and like finding all these weird fonts and thinking that looks cool. And like I remember my dad like saying various similar things like, I mean, yeah, for a music poster or something, but you don't write your fucking CV in that or whatever it is,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
letter.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know
But
what
it
I
looks
mean?
cool, Dad.
Do you know what I
I can
mean?
see you doing that at like 16.
All these-
That is awesome.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
it's a CV for Spar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how the fuck did you get all the way down to wingdings, you mad
but it
cunt?
has the metallic
How long
M
have
and A, at the end of every letter. It kind of has a fold. Oh my god, that's exactly what it was.
The manager down there will dig it.
Yeah. I've heard him stick the radio on. He's gonna be good. Like it's
He
gonna be
has
good.
long hair, Dad.
Yeah. Oh god.
You wouldn't understand, Dad.
Yeah. You never were cool, Dad. But yeah, no, it's
With your beard.
some of those
I know.
cringy stories.
Well, the first time.
What you
Go-
got?
no,
What you
I
got?
got a quick one from the Gaeltacht years and years
The
ago.
Gaeltacht.
Yeah,
You may
yeah.
explain that.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So.
So for people outside of Ireland.
For people outside of Ireland is basically a summer camp for kids to learn the Irish language. Now,
You're not allowed to speak English.
Yeah. So well, it can be fairly strict. Yeah, they kind of basically make you do everything through Irish, but a lot of them have like sports and stuff like that.
Fuck that shit.
I know. You still struggle with English. It's okay.
Did you see that? Shit rolls downhill. You see that? That's what that was. Oh, God. It's a beach ball of shit again.
Now, I had no problems with Irish at the time, so that was grand. I was just there to meet girls, to be honest,
Because they went there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was, in the particular area that I grew up in, the term for kissing a girl was to meet a girl.
If you were from that area, though. If you were from outside of there, it was a shift.
Yeah, well...
there's a few, actually. There's a few.
a few.
There's Aware. There's
Aware, yeah.
But
Aware?
But someone had said, but the
Aware,
first... That was, going back to what you originally said, some girl came up to me at one of the first discos in the thing and asked me, "Will you shift my mate?" And I said, in absolute pure honesty,
pure ignorance.
What's wrong with her? As in, like, I literally thought they wanted
to move her
because I was a big lad. You're one of the bigger lads, right? Can you help me? Can you shift my mate? I was like, what has happened to this poor girl?
Pleb alert. I'd say it was.
Hands up, 100%.
She just turned around to like, Deirdre, don't mind
Yeah,
him.
Yeah. He
That's
ain't
not
ready,
happening with
girl.
him.
He ain't
No.
ready.
He's going to stick his finger in the wrong place.
Neil is a
exactly.
gum, Deirdre. Neil is a gum.
Deal us a gum. On that note, actually, on the same fucking cringy bleeding time of fucking life, the first time I went to meet a girl, my fucking sister had organised it because I don't know, because she was
creepy.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Sister was your pimp or something.
Yeah. I don't know. She organised with her friend. I don't know. We were kind of. It was my dad's best pal's daughter. We were like they were same age, like her son, and we were all kind of hung around. And it was
Basically,
like
they decided that you two would shift.
Yeah,
and it was like,
exactly.
right,
Yeah.
we're gonna make
The gang had decided.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, the
I
elder
think
kid-
it was like, he needs to kiss her.
Yeah.
I think that's how it went down.
And she's not pulling
nine.
up. She's
Like-
not pulling
People are crazy, and it's weird because you start to think that and go, maybe that's what they're thinking. I should be. And you're 9 going,
No,
I
hadn't
think
got
I
a
need
clue.
to.
I don't
Hadn't
know
got a
what
clue.
this is, but go along with it.
Hadn't got a clue.
I literally just pissed out of this. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all
yeah,
I've done.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
no white cream yet.
I
Like,
wasn't thinking of
no
anything
sh-
to do with my
no
dick.
sauce the chef. Like,
My sister had given me some brief pointers, like in the run up to it.
push your tongue as far
No,
down her
I-
throat
I-
as possible.
I can't remember what she
The
said.
washing
Thankfully,
machine. What was it? The washing machine.
but
was
for
like
some
the-
reason, I got it into my head that you had to keep turning your head from side to side.
Like a fucking dog eating mayonnaise. Like, is it just wow?
No,
Jesus.
it was more like it was more like this, like just like boom, boom, like side,
Oh
like in a
my
movie.
God, yeah,
You ever seen
yeah.
a movie, but like it's romantic in a
Yeah.
movie, but like in the movie. But you know what I mean? That's what I thought in my head. Oh, that was not. Didn't go well.
I
it was
would
a
say
disaster.
so. Oh my
It was
God.
absolute disaster.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's
My
just,
mate-
some
my
of the
mate-
things though that used to be like there'd be one guy that would at least give the illusion that he's
Oh,
not
yeah,
fucking,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he's with it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
he's
he
got,
knows.
and he always came out with things like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you move from side.
Yeah.
And then if you
What do you
ask,
mean you
what do you
don't
mean you
know?
don't know? And
Yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah.
No, I know. Yeah,
Oh,
haven't
oh,
kissed.
I've been with loads of girls.
Yeah.
From a different school.
Does my ma count? Just
Wait, I had the-
she kisses me when I go to school. Okay. No, but like there was
Sometimes
always
when she's
one
had a
bloke.
gin.
There was
we
always
had
one
that
guy.
conversation. We had that conversation. Me and my like 4 mates at the time. We were in my mate's gaff, right? We were all around. I think we were about 30, around 13, 14, right? And someone said something about whacking off. Someone said something about whacking. And like everyone else like, oh, dirty, you fucking dirtbag. And I swear to God, within 10 minutes of that,
We were all fucking.
we were all like
pulling each other off.
It was just
Rowing
like,
boats.
You know, it's just like, well, I've tried this.
Yeah,
And then my roommate was like, yeah, did you ever do this? And then it was like full on, oh
Yeah.
my God, we're all the same.
Yeah,
We're all perverts.
But back then, I don't know, maybe it was earlier than that, but like I remember the first times when you finish, it's like the bang flag comes out. Nothing. You know what I mean? It was just a and nothing.
Bang
Yeah, it was just
actually
absolutely nothing came out.
I
And then
can remember
eventually
the
a
first
dribble
time.
and then it's shot.
Yeah.
I genuinely remember the first time I jizzed. And
Really?
I totally thought I had broke my dick.
And was it like jizz?
It would not.
Or was it like the bang flag?
Completely dusty, like lazy bit of volcano.
So it
you
was
know?
something. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
something.
no.
It wasn't because
But
like
it
the
was the
first
first
time I
time
did, it was nothing.
I
Yeah,
know,
I
the
was
first
the
time I
same.
whacked off loads. Just I was pulling the dick up myself
Yeah,
long
yeah.
before I came. And then one day I just came out of the blue and I freaked because I was like, I knew I was doing it too much. I fucking, my dick's broke. What am I meant to do?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like freaked
But it
out.
feels great.
Well, that was it. Like my
Well, taking a
first
break for a day.
experience of porno was like looking at like hustlers and things. I think we talked about this before. But yeah, I remember seeing all these like cum shots and things like that. And I was like, I have no idea what's going on here. But
What is
but
that?
Looks entertaining, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, I get my way around to right. How's this? Right, I'm gonna have to wear. Hang on. I could follow IKEA instructions, right? So we just okay, and then right. All right, I can make that. Oh, that feels pretty good actually. Yeah, but like as you said, first few times, absolutely no sauce. No
Yeah,
sauce.
nothing.
No sauce.
I got the
Sauce on
throb, you know,
Yeah,
the
I remember, like,
kicked
I
like a
remember-
mule.
I
like.
remember even pretty much looking him in the fucking eye, and I could see like just like a little film of like
The pre-cum or whatever, yeah.
But it wasn't even. It wasn't, it
So,
wasn't,
yeah, I remember that as well.
it
I
was
remember
just
the
like,
pre-cum
I was like,
showed reared its ugly face. You're like, well, this is new.
There's
Like this
something there.
this is clear. This
Yeah,
is
yeah, and
what
it's-
is this?
And it's
I think
definitely not.
any of
and
that-
it's
my
definitely
God,
not
the
urine.
string, like, you get from it, like-
that string. It's like, all right, well, we're going in the right direction
yeah,
at least.
yeah.
I mean,
Is this
I had-
glue? Like,
I
what is this?
had absolutely none of that.
Given
Like
that
I didn't see any porn before that. Like I had seen like picture porn, but there was no jizz.
oh yeah, no,
And
these
I
are
had,
these
I
are
had,
probably.
I was
Yeah.
no idea.
Like
about
I remember
fucking
thinking
jizz. Jizz was a new
pre-cum.
concept.
I remember thinking pre-cum was like something just on me.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
because I've never seen this before.
Never
Never
heard
in
of
any
it,
porn.
no.
I think it was like before I even saw porn. And
I
stuff
come
like that.
first.
It was something like, is this normal? Like, you know,
Oh, there
is
was
this
loads of that.
like, you know, just what is this? Is this jizz? Like, what? Like, I hadn't got a fucking clue. Hadn't got a because like sometimes like especially fucking back then, wild stallions. Like as in it would be like you'd fill a shot glass like as in with the
but
pre-cum,
once-
and you'd be like, what the fuck is this fucking messy substance?
Well,
that was
you're,
it.
you're obviously quite a pre-cummer, but
Well,
Well,
like, I remember-
everyone was when you were a teenager.
I just remember like, that was it.
No, I don't mean pre. Well, sorry, yeah, I suppose pre-cum, yeah,
When
not
I
the
first-
premature cum.
When I first found those pornos, I remember thinking it wasn't a case of like, I mean, obviously I was like, well, this is interesting. This is interesting. Like, look at it, I was like, all right, okay. But I remember it wasn't. I wasn't see. I remember I wasn't taking them for myself. This was something that I knew. Every lad I knew was like, this is definitely way better than anything they have ever seen before. And now I have it. And I can be
My
like,
first
I'd be
pube.
Like, I'd be like, check it out, lads. How good is this? Because that was it. It wasn't like I was. I wasn't the pervert I would become. You know what I mean? In that it was like, this is, porn is a personal thing. This is just like, lads, when you see what I got, isn't this amazing?
Yeah.
And yeah, that and like those first porn I remember,
Weren't they like life changing?
basically
When you
teaching-
saw like a set of clear tits that wasn't through scrambled TV or something
had
like
a-
that, and you're like,
this
my,
had a
oh my god,
3-page long vagina.
yeah.
I was like, holy shit!
nice.
I can now see
That
how.
was a
But it wasn't
That was
like
a quality-
like
No, no,
literally,
quality
I
mag.
would have
These-
chopped my hand off
these
to
were-
get a
Yeah,
shot of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
proper
totally.
Just the picture.
American hardcore
Yeah.
porno mags.
Yeah.
We robbed two German ones.
God rest his soul, the owner of said magazine. So it's
These was,
what a man.
yeah, these I was like, yeah, we were a little older than the whacking off. This is about like a half a year later.
Yeah.
We had discussed that we all whack off. We're all in agreement. Now we need
No,
something
what are you talking about?
now we need something to do that too, rather
Yeah.
than this. So we robbed my mate's older brother's 2 German mags, where it was just like
Oh, the German, always the German,
a
like,
chick with
pioneers.
a chick with a dick and a hot dog bun. Like,
I had fucking one of them. I remember when I was a kid, we were on holidays with like me, my sister, and my ma. Like when I must have been like 11. I think it was 11. Went into like some Spanish little shitty shop, and it would they were selling postcards and all, and then they were selling like porn cards, and going
yeah.
in and I was like 11.
Nice.
Literally like, oh my god, like as in if they say no, this is humiliating, and I just went in and it was pesetas back then, going in.
yeah.
Here's my like money for the week, and then I was like, and your man just fucking gave them to me, and I was like instant.
I would have loved to be your man.
Like I said, just like I took it into the belt on the way home, like and it just never stopped. Like Jesus, but it was crazy back then. It was like being given a winning lotto ticket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's like I literally think
couldn't-
kids these days miss out on that
You
joy.
You can't quantify the value.
Yeah,
on it.
exactly.
Like this is
It
not.
is. It's like I'm Stone Age man,
Yeah.
and there's fucking lightning just hit the
Yeah,
fire.
totally. Oh, 100%. Same thing when I
Like you just hit the fire and gave me a Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hit my prostate on the way out. Like it was just amazing. Like,
Same
just-
thing when we got the internet, dial-up internet in my house for the first time. Was just like, holy, this is a wankathon.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
like, my mom went
And like
to,
you know, you have to.
yeah.
Waiting
My-
for the picture
my
to
mom
load.
went to,
been- we've
yeah,
been
my
through
mom
that
went to
tale.
bed
That
and
tale of
I
woe.
just like sat
Shout out
there.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, because you didn't know any porn star names. You know,
Yeah,
because we were
yeah,
kids. Like
yeah.
so, Pamela Anderson, you just
Pamela
everyone knew
Anderson.
her. Like,
And I didn't know
And
Jet
then
from
eventually-
Gladiator's real name, so that was
yeah,
a
yeah.
harder one to find.
And you
but-
could, like Google wasn't really a thing. Alta Vista, I used to use.
Yahoo.
I remember
Oh,
that.
straight
like,
up Yahoo,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yahoo,
And then
yeah.
you just didn't like. Eventually,
Ask
I fucking
Jeeves.
I learned fucking the porn star names pretty damn quickly. Like
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. Like,
And I
Within
used
a
to, I
night.
still to this day, I think we were talking about this last week. Still to this day, since I grew up with that type of porn, I still love, you know, the thongs that come up like the
Oh,
90s.
yeah.
The thongs,
Oh.
love
yeah,
them.
they're coming back, I think.
I
Oh, yeah.
hope
No,
so.
it's not that the high thongs are coming back. It's the low waist jeans that are coming back.
Yeah,
with
but
the
pull up-
tongs
pull up-
riding
But
up
that because
above.
you can't help it because you
Yeah,
stand
yeah.
up.
I love it.
I love it.
But if
It's
you move,
I literally looked up not so long ago on like Pornhub or one of these. I was
be a
like, I
great
fancy myself 90s compilation, you know, something like that, and it's just gold. I don't know. There's something the way the light hits them. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is. There's something
I-
brilliant. in it.
I-
And I'm
I-
literally just sitting there. I'd nearly drink. Just have to eat fucking popcorn. Like is it just a reminiscent memory from the corner
have a
of my
salty
mind?
wank.
Yeah, just in the popcorn box. Like the fucking.
I
wank.
actually recently did pretty much the same thing. I was like, I remember this porn star's name just kind of flashed into my head. Now I can't even remember it.
Yeah.
Something Rain. I was like, oh, Rain. Oh, and I remember it. So I was like, oh, I'll have a little search.
wonder what she's. Yeah, exactly.
All of that fucking still
Dead.
going, still
Probably.
going, still going.
Nice.
Not great.
No,
but
no.
back in the day, great.
Well travelled, and I don't
And I-
mean she travelled a lot.
And I watched a fucking video that I had seen when I was like 15, and I loved. It was so weird, like just watching that. I was like, this.
I
blew my-
remember this.
This like 40-second clip blew
Because that's
my
all they were.
fucking
They were
mind.
only like, because
yeah.
you like 15, 30
It took
seconds.
20
something
minutes
like
to
that.
download 10,
Yeah, yeah.
like 20 minutes. 10
Yeah, well,
seconds.
even that like different movies like that I've watched from like my past. Like I had a wank there.
yeah.
Yep, twice that one.
Do you know what's funny? Now that I think of it,
Every Spice Girls video.
I have
all over that.
I just remembered something. I have a porn upstairs in this house right now that belongs to you. I just remembered. You
Yes!
gave me a porn like, oh my God. Like,
Oh, that
like
was a long time
20
ago.
years ago. Could
Oh,
have
that
been
is
15 years
brilliant.
ago.
Oh my
I actually
days.
have it upstairs.
We're gonna have to investigate this
Yeah,
further.
yeah. We have to take a picture. We'll put it
We'll
up on.
censor it,
We'll put it
Is
up
it-
on Instagram. We'll
is
try
it on
to
tape?
Twitter anyway.
No, it is
in a-
DVD. It's
It's
DVD.
DVD.
Yeah.
DVD.
David, man, it's DVD.
I don't
like,
even. I don't-
really?
Yeah.
Doing
We'll
put
post it
DVD
up
Is
on.
it mine?
It is.
Doing
I remember
DVD
you
porn.
gave it to me. Yeah. Oh my God, it was so long ago.
Wow.
And it actually wasn't even. It wasn't a 90s
I
thing.
won't lie,
Because like
listen, I'm
90s
as
DVD
baffled
is
as anybody.
2000s, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't ever think I ever remember seeing any porn on
Was
DVD.
that in?
Oh,
Oh,
jeez,
no, I
I've
did.
loads of DVD porn upstairs.
I know you do. You
We haven't. Like literally,
Sex
it
pest.
it sits there and rots. Like I don't have a DVD player. For fuck's sake, it's useless. I haven't had one for like 10 years.
Yeah, that is a problem. All right. Very.
It's like my CD collection. Useless. Utterly fucking useless. But that's it.
fucking. That's. No, I have to see this. I
Yeah.
must see
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
post it up
incredible.
on our Instagram, Twitter, everything after the
the
show.
usuals. Yeah.
Yeah, the usuals. We'll try. Oh, some of those fucking stories. When
Well,
you
the
think,
Instagram tends to hate boobs, so we'll try and.
yeah, we'll
censor
do a
it or
black
whatever.
bar them out. Like, yeah,
the classic.
Yeah, the classic. But any of them, like, as in porns, I remember. I'm pretty sure the first porn I ever came across was in a burnt out
Are we
car
remembering?
boot. Burnt out car boot. It was.
I got.
It was like the builders must have put it there because they were just building some estate that is now being there for fucking ages. And we used to go in there and play, and because it used to be kind of like a field, it was everything was like back then. Anyway, went in and there was a burnt out car, and in the boot of the burnt out car there was these porn pictures, porn mags, and it was like. fucking holy grail, like as in it was nearly like Indiana Jones, like as in it just the face melts just when you open it. Just oh my god, like this is brilliant.
Yeah, I found the same kind of. Well, they weren't. It wasn't porn. It was just loads of like cutouts of the Daily Sport.
All missing their eyes.
Just page trees and everything, which was plenty. So it's like, oh, this is gonna do me a fucking couple of
it's
months.
already doing me.
I was
I'm
only like
forming
11.
a glue patch in my jeans as we speak.
I was whacking off and like, let me say, like orgasming long before I was fucking coming.
Oh yeah, well me too.
Like
I don't know about
years.
long.
Like I was humping my bed.
Like when were you first?
I was about 7.
Oh no way! I didn't even think about that.
I was humping my bed.
You're like a load of girls. A load of girls apparently come up just humping teddy bears without realizing what they're doing. I didn't
themselves off against pillows.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Like I don't think like sex was nothing to me. Yeah, I was like 11 or something like that.
I hadn't got a clue what it was
because like I had my first girlfriend when I was 11.
Fifth
like
class, sixth class, I think was around the time, and then by sixth class, I think I was like, okay, I know what I'm at now. Still haven't gotten around to this coming thing.
Yeah,
but like,
I didn't even.
I definitely know what an orgasm is, and I'm fucking absolutely rubbing the Mickey off
Yeah.
myself any fucking chance
Did
I
this
get.
break? Like
Yeah. I thought I did.
Yeah.
It's a muscle. You got to work it out, and I fucking worked that motherfucker out. Like,
Yeah.
No, I was just
oh god, especially
my dick had abs.
Did you? Yeah. Cum gutters. Yeah, the literal cum gutters.
An 8-pack.
Fucking hell, like, on both sides, like just all around. Like,
do you even lift, bro?
well, it's weird. Like back then,
Why
did
your
you
left hand is getting ripped?
Did you get to like as soon as you finished, especially back then when you obviously have to like you're in your parents' house hiding, and like back then you were just nearly like shame at the end of it. You'd be like, oof. Especially because back then you were so worked up that it wasn't just a quick horn. It was I need the moisturizer. I need, I'm making a scene here, and it's like it's a double hander. It's all this. I always made a scene, and at the end of them, like, oh god, it's just it's wilting and still dripping and kicking up. You know the kind of wilts and kicks. You know that? You know what I mean?
I know.
Raging against the dying of the light.
Yeah. I will not go quietly into the night.
The setting the scene, for me, didn't come till a lot later, I think.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck that.
When I was young, I was banging them out.
I don't think
I
I've done
like-
dry wanks for the longest time. I used to do posh wanks.
I've
Remember
got
posh
6
wanks?
minutes, I reckon I can do it in 4.
Johnny.
Boom!
The posh wanks.
Johnny,
I remember some of my.
I did it once, and it was like, this is the stupidest shit. This does not
I
feel
didn't
any
do it.
better.
I didn't do it that often, but I remember buying like 12-pack of condoms way before I was fucking. And I was sitting in my room with a load of friends. They find it. They go, what the fuck are these? And it was a real like, we were too young to go. Yeah, I'm just wanking into them. But you know what I mean. So the shame was there, and they were like, are you wanking into these? Because I was like. I got no other card to play. I can't say, oh no, I'm fucking, this, Debbie. Yeah, I'm fucking, I'm railing her. Like, yeah, there's none of that.
No, I'm just casually piercing them.
Yeah,
To my friends.
I'm just dipping them in your drink,
Sorry about little Timmy.
Yeah. But that was it. I just had it like, absolute just, I'm wanking it. What are these kind of things? It's like, and then when I think of it, so were you. So was everybody. The fact that you knew the term.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't even know the term.
They probably weren't, but they were after that.
Oh,
Everyone were like,
genius.
well, give it genius.
Yeah,
But no, I did it once, it was shit.
Yeah, that was exactly my point. It was like posh wank. Right, if it's posh, it's obviously
the thing I loved about it was no cleanup to a certain extent. You didn't have to catch the jizz as it's shot. It was a self-catching jizz.
You were quite the overachieving teenager because that never fucking happens.
No,
never.
What, to shoot?
No, I'm the same. I'm the same as you.
Still to this day, very rare.
Lazy volcano.
Yeah,
most of the time.
totally. Yeah.
I'm the same.
My dick is
you can just
exactly
fake
like me.
Right?
You can fake it, don't you know?
Well, if you hold.
No.
What?
Jeez, guys.
What's
This
this?
is
now?
a secret of the pharaohs here.
explain.
The pharaohs. Well, if you really want to put on a show, right?
Okay,
so,
do show.
Well, what do you
Get out
do,
the
right?
super
So,
soaker, like.
for example, let's say you're shaking up a bottle of Coke or something like that, right?
Yeah.
If you
I'm
make
not
it tighter, it shoots further. Yeah. Same
like-
thing with your jab side.
yeah,
If you pull back so it makes the jab side tighter, it will fire. It will be way more pressure.
Yeah, okay.
So it shoots further. There's a
Yeah, but
secret.
that
will work every time, guaranteed.
Yeah.
I see at the point of needing to do that, I won't give a fuck what way it's coming out.
Well, then ignore.
It's
Ignore
like,
this advice. Yeah.
Fuck it, glory.
Clean your fucking self up. You sicken me.
Sleeping at you, pig.
Yeah,
God.
totally.
It's funny with that. Like, isn't it crazy the way literally 5 seconds before you come, everything is like nothing is getting in your way.
Golden God.
1 second after you've just squeezed the last drop, going, the last thing I want to do right now is fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's off a cliff.
Oh, I've
the
done
desire
that.
drops. I've never been able to just keep fucking twice or anything. Like I've tried, and
I've
it's
done
literally
it,
wilting inside her.
yeah.
Like it's just.
Oh no, I've been able to keep going.
I've got the train back on the tracks a few times.
Yeah, not many.
No.
Once or twice, but I have to be.
It's not a regular thing, and that's why it's memorable. Do you know
I
what
can
mean?
do
It's
it. I put on. I hope I put on a good show.
I
But
gotcha.
after that show, there will be no encores. Like there will be.
I thought it was my best show, but it was critically panned.
That's me too. That's
Critically, destroyed in the newspapers. Destroyed. Critics hated it.
Yeah.
that's me to a T.
You call
though.
that a show? Exclamation mark.
That's me to a T. And there's a plenty of women out there that know exactly from me. It's like don't worry about me till the very end, because if you fuck around and make me blow my beans, you're fucked.
Yeah,
That's great. And I warned
it's in
you.
your best interest.
Oh, yes, I fucking warned you. Now I'm going for a fucking sandwich, and then I maybe have a nap.
Yeah, I just want a nap. That's it. Like even in the middle of the day, if I have sex, especially on obviously a weekend or something like that, if I have sex in the middle of the day, straight after,
once again, the perks of working from home.
Yeah.
Once again, which
The perks of working from home.
yeah.
Unless you got an opposite side piece.
I've had that. Like I've had that a few times where just you have sex during work. And then you have to go
around
back,
the rest
and
of the
someone
day.
messages you, or I stupidly bring the work phone upstairs, and it's just oh my god, and shit, that's 4 messages now. There's something up, something's up, and it's just like you're looking at, and you can feel is it going down with the ship, the violinist on the Titanic.
Oh, I might be fishing these with these bad boys.
Listen, Dick, this is not your phone.
There's
Why
nothing
are you
worse.
annoyed about it?
There's nothing fucking worse. Like, I think on that note, we'll wrap it up this week.
Yeah, everyone wrap it up.
always
Wrap it up, and make sure
Always
you
wrap it up.
have a wank in that wrap,
Yeah.
because you're missing out, really.
No,
Well, you're not really.
missing out.
It's an
Don't do that.
experience.
No,
It's
you're
an
not.
experience.
No one do that.
By
It's
all
shit.
means, have unprotected sex with yourself.
Yeah.
Just don't do it with
Jesus,
other
just
people.
come in your stomach, bit of tissue, done.
Like
End
the rest
story.
of us.
Yeah, end
And
of
then you have
story.
to stretch it, and it cracks. I hate that.
If you're in a fucking hotel, just gator roll. Gator roll.
the
Rub
other
it
side
in the
of
sheets.
the-
No.
Smear it all over the fucking place.
What was Dennis Leary's
See, the
son?
problem is
I
everyone
wanna
is
smoke
probably
the
like
blunt,
that.
Jerk off and go to sleep. Is that so much to ask?
Dirt. I like the
Grab a
fresh
curtain.
sheets and all. I love
Grab
it.
a curtain.
I used to have to go just quickly before we wrap up. I used to have to go to Germany a lot for work, and where I had to go was the equivalent of beside a motorway. It was literally beside the autobahn, beside the motorway in the middle of fucking nowhere. So zero fucking life around, zero life. So every so often I'd go over with someone so we can make it a good fun and go out drinking every night. But most of the time was just nothing. And I remember just going in every night when I finished work, go back to the hotel, have some food, get a few pints, and then I'm not sitting there getting drunk on my own. Up to the room. Wankathon for the fucking literally just and just like AC when you finish, just crack that up there, like when it's blowing on the wet, on the puddle, you're like,
Can I beat 7?
yeah. I probably should clean it up right about now.
No, we'll go for 8. We're
We're
Come on.
overflowing here, and on that disgusting note, we will bid you adieu.
Sleeping at you pigs.
Take care, guys. We will put up the links that we mentioned on
Of
our
course.
Instagram,
Twitter, Facebook.
everything else, the usual sites. So take care, guys. Have a good one. We will check in with you next week.
Peace.
Bye.
If you like the show, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you don't, suck my dick.